Welcome everybody, Carl Briggs 73 live special edition, man, midday special. Today, folks, is a special interview, from a friend, man, a supporter, right, a big brother figure. You know, I always do these segments, right, and the reason I'm doing this segment is because this individual has came out here and he has what we call defied the odds, but he always say, I am the odds, we are the odds, and we did that, right? And so he has his own school of thought, his own doctrine, and this guy had a life sentence, right? And he turned his whole life around, right? When I tell you that he turned his whole life around, he turned his whole life around. The way he thinks, right? The way he moves, the way he treats his family, right, and his friends, and he picks and chooses his friends wisely. So, with no further ado, here's Phil Jenkins.
Hey, what's going on with you guys? What's up, fam? How y'all doing out there?
Well, Phil, one of the things I want to ask you, man, what was it about that life sentence? Or what was it about during that time that made you change the way you think?
Well, first off, my mom died. And so once my mom died, she died right after I was found guilty in the beginning of 1998. And so that right there was a big blow because she was always a staunch supporter of mine. No matter what I did, she always had my back. And when she died and I was locked up and I wasn't there for her, I felt like real low, you know? And so I decided then that whenever I was able to get out of custody, that I would do things a lot differently, and that I'd make her memory a little bit brighter just by my actions for the rest of my life.
Now, one of the things that I've learned from you, and when I first met you, we were in transitional house together, and I never forget it, man. I was almost rather embarrassed, you know, because me and you, we grew up on two different sides of the fence, first of all, neighborhood-wise, and I was short, man. I needed some money, and I didn't know how to ask you. I said, man, I need to borrow some money. I'm short, and you did it. I mean, you actually did it. You didn't blink. You didn't sweat me. You didn't make me feel no kind of way. And so further after that, I asked you. I said, man, what made you do it? And you said,
because I saw myself in you. And what I knew from my past experience was if you feel that you're in a desperate situation, you will turn to desperate measures. So it might not seem like a big thing, but it really is. Because if you feel that your back is up against the wall or you don't have any way out, if you think you don't have any way out, then you'll act irrationally and you'll become spontaneous and have like knee-jerk reactions and do things that you might not do if you was in a more level-headed frame of mind, you know? And so with that said, my job is to be able to show somebody that if you need $40, $50, $100, whatever it is, here you go. We ain't got a lot, you know what I'm saying? But what we got, we need to be able to assist one another, and that way we continue to move forward and not backwards.
another thing that I admired by you was the fact that you have a very successful brother. I won't say where he works for the sake of privacy. You have a successful brother, and it's been times where you won't allow that successful brother to pay for dinner, and I admired that. Tell the people why.
Well, actually, it's only on one occasion where he allowed me to pay for a meal, and that was it was his birthday, and so we had went to BJ's out in Fox Hill Mall, which is a Westfield Mall, I guess now, and so when the bill came, I went to reach for my wallet, and he was like, "What are you doing?" I told him I'm getting ready to pay. He said, "No, you're not." I said, "Yes, I am." He said, "No, you're not." You know, but I said, "Well, just let me pay this one time." You know what I mean? Since it's your birthday, and he always paid for everything. It's from the time I came home. You know what I mean? While I was locked up, you know, he was always there for me, and so I just wanted to show him a token of my appreciation, and to be able to pay that one time, and he let me pay. But he ain't let me pay no time before that or since.
Okay, now, this is real huge right here, because I did a segment about discipline, and these people out here need to know this, and I witnessed this because this is my true friend, right? We actually are neighbors, and we vouch for one another. We help one another, right? And one of the things, the strengths that he has is his obligation to his spouse, okay, and his loyalty to his spouse. I can honestly, wholeheartedly say that I have never seen that man with another woman but the one that I met. And I want to ask you today, how did you do it?
Well, you got to look at it like this. When you're a teenager, you behave as a teenager. Where the problem comes into play is, if you are in your, just say your early, mid to late 40s or early 50s, but you still running around behaving like you're in your 20s or your mid-teens, then something is wrong with that picture. And so, if you want to progress in life in a positive way, then you need to mature. You know what I mean? And take your life not more seriously per se, but you need to be age appropriate, if that's the right phrase to use. And so, along those lines, I just said, well, if this person was with me for the last 10 years of my incarceration, you know what I mean, what would I look like coming home and then running around with some other female that I don't know from Man on the Moon, as opposed to somebody who was loyal to me in my time of need. So I think that's a lot. That's where a lot of us go wrong, is because, you know, we say things while we're incarcerated because, you know, our back is up against the wall. We need a lot of assistance, you know what I mean? And so not just from a female, but through your parents, you know what I mean? Your friends, your brothers and sisters, you know, your nieces and nephews, you know. And so we say things, you know, in that time of need, and then when we come to this side of the fence where it's freedom, or to this side of the wall, then things flip. So it was important for me to not be that person, you know, and to honor my obligations and honor my friendships and honor, you know, my relationships with the people that's in my life. I don't deal with a lot of people, you know, but I like my circle small, because with a smaller circle, you get less drama, especially if you choose your circle wisely, you know what I mean? And so you want the people that you're around to be on the same page as you are, and you want to be on the same page as they are. That way you could coexist in harmony. You know, everybody not going to see eye to eye on situations, regardless of, you know, how close-knit your circle is. But you're able to survive that and move forward in the right way.
Once again, it's Carl Brick 73 Live. Now, Phil, you are my best friend, man. Right? You are my mentor, man. I trust you wholeheartedly. You're my family, man. You always welcome in my home. And another great attribute that you have that I'm learning to work toward, you pick your sister up faithfully, man, from work when you got nothing else to do. I mean, it could be a whole lot going on, right? We could offer you the Playboy Mansion, right? I'm not saying that's the truth. So just to clear it up, we not offering him Playboy Mansion, Miss Wifey. That's not what we saying. It's a hypothetical because you know women, they go crazy when they hear stuff like that. No, I'm saying a person can offer him $1 million and he like, no, seriously, no, I'm going to pick Big Sis up. No. Well, Phil, we got a job down here. No, I'm driving trucks. Right? So he's strong in his convictions and he's serious. So I want to ask you, you won't deviate. One, and I know that's family, but a lot of people look at family as friends. Right? You don't deviate from family. Tell them why.
Well, when it's all said and done, more than likely, that's who's going to be there for you. When you get down in the trenches and you in those low stoops, your family is going to be the ones who there to pick you up, dust you off, you know what I mean, tell you everything is going to be okay. It's a lot of times where you can have people that you meet along the way